When is the optimal time to eat breakfast? Before or after workouts? What's up, guys? Marty here with another edition of 101 Insider Energy Performance and Weight Loss Tips. And today comes from a question from a good friend of mine, and that is, when is the optimal time to eat breakfast? Before or after a workout? And this pre and post workout nutrition video is for every unretired former athlete who wants to eat for performance gains and fat loss and impress others with your physical appearance, energy levels, and performance without having to starve or get sick. Because, breakfast is sort of one of those things where it doesn't get along with a lot of people, especially at the start. So here's what I mean, and I have a few points to cover here. So point number one, what's the gap? Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, when do you wake up versus when do you train? Because that's super important. And keep in mind here, a light snack, and I wouldn't even consider like a full breakfast to fit in this, but a light snack is going to take about 90 minutes to fully digest and have the energy ready to go for you, which means that if you eat heavier foods, like, some sort of breakfast that's protein heavy, or if you eat a breakfast that's carb heavy, like complex carb heavy, I'm talking like oats or toast or something like that, it's going to take longer to digest, and that's going to put you at risk of feeling sick or actually being sick. So that's no good. And you're like, but Marty, I roll out of bed, I sort of drink some water, and I'm like ready to go. It's like, and I'm feeling like my energy levels are low. So that leads me to point number two, load up the night before. There's a horrible myth out there that's like, don't eat after X time at night. It's total BS. It's total garbage, because even while you sleep, your body does digest. And what you're looking for is carbs do break down into glucose, and then glucose is stored in the muscles as glycogen. And I know those are big scary words, but basically it's your muscle's energy source. You need stored glycogen to be able to, get more muscle and actually perform. And many people think it's all due just to protein alone. Totally untrue. So if you are in one of those situations to where you wake up and then you're like, I'm rolling out of bed, I'm drinking some water, and I'm hitting the workout, then the night before, be sure to eat your complex carbs before you go to bed. That way they can be digesting and you'll be hydrated and ready to roll, possibly with just a piece of fruit before you start working out. And then point number three, refuel and replenish. So this is critical time as it comes to fat loss, muscle gain, and all these different sort of things that you're going to want, because if you don't refuel and replenish yourself after you've worked out, your body's going to think that you're starving. You're going to start burning muscle, and you're going to start holding on to fat, which is the opposite of what you want. So don't sacrifice for short-term gains, because you might see the number on the scale go down because you do this, but it's going to come back and kick you in the nuts at the end of it. Sorry, I cracked myself up, but it's going to come back and bite you. So you're going to want to hit a post-workout smoothie that has a simple sugar like fruits with whey protein isolate right after you get done working out in the morning. And then you're going to want to eat breakfast about 45 minutes to an hour and a half later, a more complete meal. And that's how you're going to move forward. That's how you're going to get results. And that's how you're going to get around the most important yet the most trickiest meal of the day. Most trickiest. That must be a Southern thing right there. So here's what you need to know. Listen to your body on this. If you feel sick before your workout because you ate breakfast, you're probably eating too much. Eat for your activity and your schedule, because, hey, it's all unique and it's all going to be fluid, and don't be afraid to call audibles on it. So the point here is that you can eat for performance gains and fat loss without having to starve yourself or get sick. So if you guys like this, let me know. Send your questions in. I made this video off of a question from my training partner and good friend. Any other questions you have about this, please let me know. And by the way, you can pick up the first 3 chapters of my book. All you have to do is go to gearedupinsider.com/athlete book, and you'll also get on the wait list for the expert edition whenever you do that. Super cool things to come, and I'll see you guys next time.